What historical events led to Sweden's rise as a regional powerhouse? Have you ever wondered how Sweden transformed from a small kingdom into a major player in Northern Europe? The journey began in the late Middle Ages and continued through the 17th century. Initially, Sweden was part of the Kalmar Union in the year 1397. This union brought together the Nordic countries under one monarch. However, internal conflicts led to its dissolution, giving Sweden a chance to assert its independence. In the early 16th century, a significant figure emerged, Gustav Vasa. He played a key role in consolidating power and establishing a strong centralized monarchy after breaking free from Danish control. His reign marked a turning point for Sweden, shifting it from a relatively weak kingdom to an emerging power. Gustav Vasa also focused on strengthening the economy and military, laying the groundwork for future expansion. As the late 16th and early 17th centuries approached, Sweden began to expand its territory around the Baltic Sea. The Livonian War and subsequent conflicts allowed Sweden to gain important territories in Estonia, Ingria, and parts of Livonia. These areas were vital for controlling trade routes and resources like grain, iron, copper, and timber. Sweden faced competition from neighboring powers such as Denmark, Norway, Russia, and the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. A major turning point occurred during the 30 Years' War from the year 1618 to 1648. Under the leadership of King Gustavus Adolphus, often called the Lion of the North, Sweden emerged as a formidable military power. His innovative tactics led to significant victories. The Peace of Westphalia, which concluded the war, granted Sweden territories in northern Germany, boosting its influence in European affairs. In the mid-17th century, Sweden reached the peak of its power during the Northern Wars, particularly against Denmark-Norway from the year 1655 to 1660. The Treaty of Roskilde in the year 1658 forced Denmark-Norway to cede large territories to Sweden, including parts of modern-day Denmark and Norway. This treaty solidified Sweden's control over the Baltic region. Sweden's military strength was supported by a well-organized system of taxation and conscription. This allowed the kingdom to maintain a large standing army despite having a relatively small population. The economy thrived due to control over key natural resources and trade routes in the Baltic, which funded military campaigns and state administration. However, Sweden's status as a great power began to decline after the early 18th century, especially following the defeat at the Battle of Poltava in the year 1709 during the Great Northern War. This loss marked the end of Sweden's eastward expansion and the start of territorial losses that continued into the 19th century. From a Scandinavian perspective, Sweden's rise was influenced by its strategic position in the Baltic Sea region and its ability to take advantage of the decline of other regional powers. Its military innovations, economic control of vital resources, and political consolidation were key factors that allowed Sweden to become a dominant force in Northern Europe for over a century. The historical rivalry and cooperation among Nordic countries also shaped Sweden's ambitions and the broader regional dynamics.